You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Good evening. We're following a story tonight involving former Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema, a name many Americans remember for her independent streak in Washington. Now, months after leaving the Senate, Sinema is facing a very personal and very unusual lawsuit that's drawing national attention. The case was filed by Heather Amell, the ex-wife of a man who worked as part of Sinema's security detail. She claims Sinema pursued a romantic relationship with her husband while knowing he was married, and that relationship, she says, ultimately destroyed their marriage. The lawsuit is seeking at least $75,000 in damages. What makes this case stand out is the legal ground it's built on. Amell is suing under a doctrine called alienation of affection. It's an old legal concept, sometimes called a homewrecker law, and it allows a spouse to sue a third party they believe caused the breakdown of their marriage. Most U.S. states got rid of these laws decades ago, but North Carolina is one of the few where they still exist. That's why the case was filed there, even though Sinema built her political career in Arizona. According to the lawsuit, the relationship developed while the man was working closely with Sinema, traveling with her and remaining in her professional orbit. The filing alleges that personal boundaries blurred, and that what began as a work relationship became something far more intimate. Sinema has not publicly responded to the accusations, and her legal team has declined to comment so far. This week, her attorneys asked that the case be moved from state court to federal court, a procedural step that could change how the lawsuit unfolds. For context, Kyrsten Sinema served one term in the U.S. Senate after flipping an Arizona seat in 2018. She made headlines often, frustrating Democrats by blocking key party priorities, leaving the Democratic Party altogether and registering as an independent. In 2024, she chose not to seek re-election, saying the political environment no longer aligned with her approach. Since leaving office, she's taken on a role with a major Washington-based law and lobbying firm. The potential impact here goes beyond one lawsuit. This case could reignite debate over whether alienation of affection laws still belong in modern courts, and it places a sharp spotlight on power dynamics between elected officials and those who work closely with them. For Sinema, it's an unwelcome return to the headlines, this time far from the Senate floor. We'll continue to follow how this case moves through the courts and what it may mean, not just for the people involved, but for a rarely used corner of American law. Stay with us for further updates, and as always, thanks for watching. Stay subscribed for more videos.